What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Review Boys. As usual, I'm The Review Boy.
And I'm The Review Boys.
Guys, we did it.
We've made it. We've hit that special 7 subscriber mark.
Still growing.
I can't believe it. We've come
Guys,
such a
I want to
long
thank
way.
all of you so much. Every last 7 of you.
For all you've contributed to this channel.
Yeah, it's just, we wouldn't be here without you, honestly.
Yeah.
We've come a long way, but we're nothing without you. Honestly, we wouldn't be making this. We wouldn't have the drive to do it without all of your support. So I just want to namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
I don't think that's what namaste means, but whatever. So guys, getting into the video, today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to be reacting to our very first video, so Camp Bed, as it were. We're on camp when we filmed this.
Really bad
I think
production
late
quality.
November-ish.
Yeah.
Lost all of our
iPhone
friends.
6 something. Yeah.
Yeah, they all are.
It was...
They're actually, funny story, waiting for us to come and spend time with them, but we locked ourselves in the dorm
and talked about it in bed
filmed
for
a
like
review.
40 minutes.
and look where it's led. So,
Yeah.
you know, at least we've got the monetization, and I'm glad that we were able to put that friendship into dollar signs with many round zeros at the end of it.
Yeah.
So I want to say quick shout out / sorry to Riley, Abby, and for what we did to them. But you know what? Let's get into the video and just watch it, shall we?
Let's get straight into it. I'm excited.
Okay, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Review Boys. I'm the Review Boy, and he's the Review Boys. Alright, today we're going to be reviewing these camp beds. That's right. You should see a little bit of the green there. So, first off, we're going to come out clean. We don't want to clickbait this or anything, you know, anything like that. Xavier didn't actually sleep in this bed last night. He's never actually tried it. But he's going to act as a control, if you will. So he's the one that slept on the floor, which is what I'm sure we're all used to doing. And this is going to be, I'm the one that's tried it out by comparison. Now, granted, I'm a bit of a littler guy than you. I'm probably about 3 centimeters shorter than you. So there might be some differences, but you know what? It's fine. We're just, it's good enough. So first off, I think it's important to talk about the frame. We'll just give you a quick view. So these are what the frames look like. You can see we've got a bit of, do you want to just grab that there?
Yeah, sure.
It's quite a sturdy sort of thing. And comparatively to the bed, you know, it's alright. I feel like you could have a bit more room, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to fall off the bed, you know.
Breaking your fucking day.
Yeah. So, these bars here, I did have a bit of a problem with. I was sleeping in this double bed down here, and I happened to hit my head on there a few times. I feel like they could have made the slant, you know, started it a bit further along, and then...
Or maybe gone out and then
gone
down.
out and then slanted it, you know, a bit sharper or something like that.
Not just, like, straight down.
But, you know, it's a small room, like, whatever. We, make do. But it's fine. I give the beds a pass, the rails a pass. So, next, obviously, I think the comfort is important to talk about.
Yeah.
So, how does this bed feel? Well, let's just name 3 adjectives off the top of the head.
Thin,
Thin?
grimy, but I can see they've made an effort. They've made an effort.
I can see they've made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have made a bed.
I have seen beds where they have not made an effort.
I've seen beds that aren't even beds. I slept on a yoga mat once and they called it bed. I'm comedian. Alright. No, I can tell there has been a bit of thought that's gone into it, like, at the very least.
Yeah.
I just before we get to talking about my night and my experiences with it,
But
I think we should talk about what it feels like to actually sit in it. You know, how do you feel sitting in it?
so before we get to that,
Yeah.
I think something we've got to take into consideration here is the age of this particular bed. I mean, Josh, if
the wear.
if you would you turn the camera to over here?
Sure.
Now here we can see that the safety sticker has been eroded away. This, not only being grotesque, is extremely dangerous as it does not show you how to use the bed properly. Like, I can't even see a good half of it, maybe more.
But I do have a counter to that. My counter to that, though, is that while it is, you know, a little bit unsafe, it shows that this bed is considerably old. So any criticisms you might have of the comfort or the safety,
sturdy,
or
it's
sitting,
reliable.
it shows that it's had some wear, you know?
Yeah.
It's survived it.
Yeah.
So we're just doing a review of the bed.
Who are you?
Can you come back in a second?
Then
So, what were we saying?
Yes,
Oh, the
it's
way,
a very
the way.
durable bed.
It's durable.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's always been this way and it's been consistent,
I mean,
or that it
stickers
was better.
are
and
always
it-
gonna wear away, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But the bed itself, it's pretty good considering
It stands
that
the time.
it must be so old.
So I know what you've all been waiting for. Let's talk about the actual bed itself. Cool. Let's do that. So looking at the actual material of it, it's quite soft, you know.
One thing I've got to say though is the color. It's
Yeah.
awful, grotesque. They could have gone with just like a nice plain royal blue, and that would have done it for me. That would have solved that.
It's a
bit
bit
to
on the
me.
nose. It's a bit on the
Yeah.
nose. It's a bit, you know, whoa, look at us, we're on camp, you know?
Yeah,
And I don't want that. I don't want people knowing I'm on camp. I don't want them
I want
be
it to
evidence I've
feel
gone on camp.
homely, you know.
Yeah, it's meant to be a home away from home.
Not
and
a
I feel
kids'
like-
hospital. This makes you think of a
Okay,
kids'
calm
hospital.
down, calm down. You know,
I'm sorry.
remember what the therapist
I get a
said.
bit
You gotta calm
excited
down.
about beds.
So,
Sorry, I got interrupted us there. So the actual material, you know, I have trouble talking about this because you know there's so many factors on this, and I understand that kids have actually used it, but there's just all this grime on it, and that
Yeah.
you can kind of see when you go really up close. I'll see if I can focus it in here.
It's more over that way.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, you can't really.
sort
There's
of
a bit
see.
there. Yeah.
There's these little bits of just like
We didn't put
Grime.
that there. You've got to keep that.
we
in
didn't put
mind.
that there off
I
camera.
came
We-
here and I had to sleep on the floor because I thought there's no.
No, we did it because we were doing the control.
That's that's right. Yeah.
we'll just cut that bit out.
So we've just gone downstairs, just down the steps. Xavier's going to talk about the bed a bit more.
I think when you look at a bed, you don't just look at its cleanliness. You don't look at its sturdiness, reliability. You also got to look at its cost. And in a building like this, an old recommissioned mill, I think it's like the renovations must have been so expensive with all this quality.
Plywood?
Plywood, yes. Goodness gracious, that would have racked up to tens and thousands of dollars.
Big.
V-bucks.
Sorry.
So essentially, you've also got to take into consideration the economic factor in getting these beds.
Yeah.
There must be like at least 1,000 beds in this place. You know you can't blow a lot of money, and for what must be quite a cheap bed. We haven't got an exact price, but looking at it, it looks pretty cheap, but it's sturdy.
But that's the point, it's meant to be
Exactly.
cheap.
It's
If you want a
cheap.
bed, go to
Most-
fucking IGA.
Okay,
Alright.
continue.
Yeah.
Most cheap beds, they fall apart in like a couple of days, right? This, you can tell this has lasted years, hasn't fallen apart, hasn't killed a child in a while, and really great quality bed.
So yeah, I think in the actual springiness, it's not too bad. You know, it's got a bit of give.
So can I give it
It's a
the,
bit girthy, but it's just
Can I give it the jump test?
I think we're gonna get.
Josh.
We
Josh.
got the restraining order last time. We don't want this
Josh.
happen again. It's
Josh,
just
no, I
come
want
on.
to.
We need the monetization, man. We can't get demonetized for this. They see you jumping on a bed. There's a nail up there. Come on, get down from there. As I was saying, you can help me with this if you want. You know, it's a bit girthy. It's
Girthy?
yeah.
What do you mean by that?
It,
You
it's
fucking idiot, you know what girthy means?
it's a bit deep. You know, it's not too thin, but
It's
I think
shallow compared to other beds, but
you don't want a bed that you're gonna fall into.
It's a
At the-
budget
At the,
bed,
end of the day,
yeah.
you don't want to fall into it. You
Yeah.
know, like it's not a lava bed. We're not living in the 50s anymore.
But Josh, you're not really grinds my gears,
What?
salts my apples. Come down here, cameraman.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see this properly. I'll just get my
Give it a torch,
trusty
yeah.
torch out. Do you see the goddamn pattern
Language.
on the bottom of this mattress? Why? I understand this is quite an old bed, but god damn, I'm expecting to see something like this on Antiques Roadshow.
Well, I think it's time to start wrapping up. So let's just get into the closing shot.
Alright, so summing up here, I think I'm going to put a bit of an analogy on it. I think we've got to think of these beds like pizza. So I think, you know, all the grime and stuff, it's a topping. What we've got to think of is the dough, you know, the real the tomato sauce, cheese, and the bread of it, because no, hear me out here, Xavier, because
Of course.
that's the essence of the pizza, you know, like
Yeah.
you have a Hawaiian pizza and you're like, that's fucking terrible. but that's because it's Hawaiian. It's not because it's a pizza. This bed, it's not, it's got grime in it. That's because it's a camp bed. It's not because, you can think of all this grime on here as being, indicative of the bed itself. But this is our bed. There's plenty of these beds here. I think you've got to think about really what it comes down to. So I think for what it is, for the price, we don't know the exact price point still, but for what it is,
Would you
it's
like
pretty
to
good.
give an estimate? It's hard.
$20 second hand.
Yeah. Brand new though. Brand new.
Brand new, about $8,000. I don't know, maybe about $300.
Yeah. $300
originally.
bucks would be reasonable.
Yeah, it's probably more. Anyway, summing up, I'm gonna give it a strong 6, maybe a light 7. Yeah, that's my review. What about you, Xavier?
Well, I mean, Josh has had a pretty positive outlook on the quality of this bed. I'm not such a big fan of it, to be honest. I'm sure you've gathered that from my comments as of yet. I've got to say, for $300 brand new, $20 second hand, great bed, good quality for its price though. I'm a bed connoisseur. I'm not sure if you know, but bed like this, crap. No, thank you. But if I had to sleep in it, I'd be glad that I didn't have anything worse. Because there are a lot worse. There could have been a lot worse.
There are a lot worse.
This
What would you
great
score it?
bed for its value. Not taking into consideration price and just its its looks, its beddiness. I'm
Score? Sorry, somebody just FaceTimed us. Right.
God damn it, we're so
Okay,
popular.
score?
Yes, cool. Not taking into consideration its great value. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give it a 4.
Strong or light?
Live 4, maybe 5, but leaning towards 4.
Okay.
But taking into consideration $20 bed, that's a bargain. That's
Cool.
that's a 6.
I think we can leave it there.
Yeah.
So this has been the review, boys.
Make sure to smash that like button. It really
Smash it.
shows us that you like these
like
videos
this,
and you
and we
want
can keep
more.
making more.
And it's just great to see the support come in. Also,
Yeah.
make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you
Hit
know
the bell,
when we have a
hit the
next
bell.
video. So,
It's been the review.
Josh, this has been the Review Brothers. We changed our name. God damn it. Could kill
Fine.
myself.
10 out of 10.
Strong 10.